Okay, this is going to be a vid mainly for folks on my Discord, and I mean, if any like YouTubers want to take it to heart and use the same sort of naming scheme and system that I do to avoid a lot of clickbaiting, then go for it. But the main utility of this video is going to be for Discord members. Discord server link in description. These Discord members, if you want to upload like little clips to my Discord, odds are that there are going to be there's going to be a file size problem. Discord is going to be like, oh, your files are too powerful. You need to pay us so you can upload them. And of course, cheat code around this is to just upload your clips to YouTube and then copy and share the link. This inevitably asks the question, hey, what do I title my video if other people want to see it, or if I want to share this to other places so that people can understand what they're getting into and that I'm not clickbaiting anybody. And I'll give you what I do, what my methods are. Number one is a showcase. So this would be a broad basic information display with gameplay. Maybe you're just talking about the different types of weapons that are out there, or different types of arrows, different types of armor, what have you, and you're just giving basic information. Like you see the stone axe, it's like, oh yeah, one-handed, all this very basic information, and then maybe even display the attack animation, the secondary, what have you. It's like, okay, did you know? This would be like an example of a showcase, alright? Did you know, and the minor Mistlands spoilers, in the Mistlands, they gave axes a middle mouse chop. Boom. There you go. Really good at clearing stumps. Also good at just chopping trees in general. But yeah. That's like a showcase. It's like, wow, look at this. Yeah. It chops things very, very efficiently. I don't know how good it's going to be compared to, say, Crystal Battle Axe chopping things, but it's going to be interesting. The next thing, other than showcase, and I don't really do showcases because they're very basic. The next thing would be theory, or basically hypothesis, but you'd call them a theory because that's what people call them colloquially, and it rolls off the tongue better. So you've probably seen me do a bunch of theory videos. I just did a recent one about the Mistlands gameplay trailer. That was super exciting. Mistlands theory would be more of the lines of like, okay, here's this axe, it does this. Based off of your knowledge of the showcase and your knowledge of the game design, what do you think the power of this move is going to be? That would be like theory. So my theory regarding this axe, middle mouse, is that I assume that it's going to be high damaging, high staggering, but the speed of it, not especially good. Plus the range is very meh. However, you can run and jump with it, and it has a really good verticality. I mean, it was made for verticality, which means on the Mistlands crags, might not be that bad. Versus leeches, axes are going to be clean as hell. Yeah, just like throughout the game, regular, like, give me that bronze axe, let me put that thing to work, you know? Level up until I get the Crystal Battle Axe and all of that. It's going to be really nice to kill leeches with this, and that's theory. The next type of video that I like to make is testing. So theory would be talking about what you're pretty sure is going to be really good come to Mistlands, and then testing is, A, Go out there, get yourself a recording of you testing out that theory. It's going to be some gameplay specifically for that. Oh god, look at that hitbox. Hold on. This thing is... That hitbox is really narrow. Let's replicate this. It's a narrow hitbox. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So yeah, testing, that would be part of testing. Like, okay. How narrow is this hitbox? Fairly narrow, but not terribly. So I can't chop from there, but I can chop from here. Very interesting. See, I didn't chop the other part of that one. I didn't chop the other sapling. Very fascinating. That would be testing. Get yourself a gameplay, and then you're testing out some sort of theory through trial and error. If whatever you come to the conclusion of, if it's right, if it's wrong, doesn't matter. What matters is that you went out and got recording of whatever happens. You know, we found out what the real result is in Valheim, which is vital for proper analysis. Can I push this thing? Oh my god, I can. Oh, bye. So yeah, video option number 3 is testing. I do a lot of testing. I do a lot of theory. Of course, you test based off of the theory. And finally, once you have a bunch of testing under your belt and you're confident in the results and then your analysis, you have the guide, which is a hyper-informative video based off of all of your testing that you've organized and gathered. So, I would say this axe middle mouse is actually just okay at chopping. See, I have like wood cutting 52, and even then, I mean, this quality 4 black metal axe isn't even consistently one-shotting some of these stumps. Like, what is that? Like, why aren't I just obliterating these stumps? I feel like it should be a little stronger on the chopping end. Although this might change once we're out of public testing, you know? It might change in public testing. We don't know yet. It seems not the strongest, but then again, we're also getting a new Mistlands axe based off of one of the teasers, so maybe that's strong enough. Probably is, right? Yeah, I would say probably is. Yeah, a guide would be going out there and then explaining all of your analysis on a certain best way to do something, whether that is building. For me, it's combat tactics planning. So I would talk about a specific weapon, or maybe a pair of weapons like bow at gear. I would talk about sledge, all of the really optimal uses of this. Maybe talk about Frostner, how it would pair well with a shield, or what have you. Parry shield, of course. See how all of the combos work in which ways and what to do. This is better than that, and so on and so forth. I'm sure you are all very familiar with my guides by now. Finally, something interesting that is kind of broad. It kind of has a really broad description, but gameplay. And it's like, gameplay, this is all gameplay. It's like, yeah, it's technically true, except for like the theory and maybe some showcases, but there's a lot of gameplay. Like, testing is gameplay. Guides often include a lot of gameplay. Like, what do you mean? What's gameplay? So gameplay for me would be just going through maybe a fulling camp or something, just clearing the fulling camp with a lot of optimal strats, and honestly just showing off all of the things that I've learned and compiled from guides. And it is just a really good example of just a ton of strats compiled into one video that is just natural, smooth gameplay. You don't even have to talk about how anything is optimal. You just have to play the game like normal, but just on a very high level. Like right now, I don't really have any name. Like, what am I gonna call that? I don't know what to call that. So I just call it gameplay, you know? It's like my full intent clears. It's just Valheim gameplay. Even though I'm using a lot of really good strats that kind of blow people's minds. Yeah, very interesting. This could also fall under the guise of like certain like clips, like okay, this is a Valheim clip, but if it gets to a certain length, I'm no longer going to call something like that a clip. I'm going to call it just gameplay. So I'll review the 5 types of vids, only 4 of them that I really do regularly, and that would be showcase, which I don't really do. This basic information that you display that's honestly probably going to be on the wiki in no time flat. Number 2 is a theory based off of information in the showcase and your analysis and understanding of the Valheim game design and balance systems. Like, okay, what do you think is good? What do you think is going to be going on with certain weapons, armors, strats, what have you? Number 3 is testing. So you're going to test out certain things that you have theory about, and you're going to understand the results that come out of it. Whether you were right or wrong doesn't matter, as long as you find out the truth. And number 4 is finally the guide. So this is the most important thing. This is the one that takes all of the time because you're going to be collecting a bunch of information from various testings and compiling them all about one topic, maybe Black Metal Atgear, Frostner, Iron Sledge, Crystal Battle Axe, a bunch of arrows, what have you. And finally, you just have gameplay, which is just, I mean, it's gameplay. I mean, you could also do just like, you could have qualifiers for your gameplay, like blind run gameplay. So nobody expects expert things of you. Or you could just call it experienced gameplay to display that you understand a lot of Valheim analysis and optimal strats, and people looking for those things understand, and they know and are satisfied with your videos. Okay, I've been rambling, but I hope you can understand where I'm coming from, and what to do if you're ever interested in uploading a little Valheim video and sharing it to me on the Discord server. We want to do some good old analysis together. Once again, Discord link in description, and I'll see you guys some other time. Remember, no spoilers in the comments. And bye!